When does bouldering become free soloing? This boulder problem I did is a V9 that's 50 feet tall, and this sport climb that's on a boulder is a 514 that's 40 feet tall. And this is a boulder problem on a free solo that's V7 and 3000 feet tall. So what's the difference? The truth is that it comes down to style, but it's also a little more complicated than that. Rope climbing and free soloing are simple in the fact that if it's a route, you're supposed to use a rope, and if there's no protection, it's classified as a free solo. Solo because of no belayer. Bouldering is more complicated because it's supposed to be high difficulty moves that are low to the ground with pads, but the line gets blurry when things that are obviously still boulders and pads get pushed into the highball category where your protection is really just a form of moral support. The standard argument is normally that if the first ascension has climbed it as a boulder problem with pads, then it's given a V grade no matter how insane it is. This idea is still confusing though, because some climbers will take the initiative of bouldering out and transforming short routes that were previously rope climbs, often with them still having sport grades and bolts. You can see this with climbs like the Fly and Straight Outta Squampton, with the latter having its bolts chopped despite the fact that honestly it should still be a sport climb. Hot take, it climbs better as one and probably should still have its bolts, but don't come for me with that, you little Squamish warriors. The opposite is also true, with boulderers sometimes deciding to top rope or bolt crazy high balls in the name of safety. So in the end, it's a matter of style and preference, but in the hypocritical macho man sport of climbing, it always tends to lean more towards what is more dangerous. But how you choose to climb a boulder is a personal choice and affects nobody but yourself. So if anyone decides to give you shit for choosing to take a safer way in climbing a high ball, you can tell them to fuck right off. However, I do admit it does look pretty cool to solo a 510 after you finish a V9.